Tonight, I come before you for the last time to ask for your support when you vote tomorrow for James Tripp for president. This is the beginning of a 10-hour to victory tour. A lot of people say you'd be throwing away your vote on James Tripp. A lot of people say, au revoir, mes chers enfants. Those people live in France. Why would anybody listen to those people? In America, every vote counts. Chicago, some votes count twice. You want to know why James Tripp is running? I'd like to know myself. James Tripp is running because you're not happy with the other candidates in the race. You want somebody else to run for president. You want somebody like you. You want James Tripp. Who is James Tripp? To answer that question, you have to ask yourself, who are you? When you know who you are, you'll know who James Tripp is. I am he, as you are he. We are he, and we're all together. Look at you. No, I didn't say anything about the Jews. The Jews are a good and upstanding people. Just people. And I'm not saying anything against the Palestinians there. But let's remember that we're all from the blood of Abraham. The Jews, the Christians, and those other people. You don't want to say anything bad about the Muslims. You can talk about the Jews. Christians will turn the other cheek, but the Muslims will kick your ass. I don't want to talk about that right now. James Tripp. That's what I want to talk about. James Tripp is all of your hopes and dreams wrapped up in a tidy package. James Tripp knows what you want. You want James Tripp. You wanted a candidate with a lame hand. I have a lame hand. what that means. America will be great again. We are at the dawn of a new morning, the start of a new day, the inception of a new order of life. The polls indicate you're sick of polls, so we're not going to take it. Maybe one more. Some people say that James Tripp doesn't want to take a stand on the issues. That's an interesting point, but not one I'm interested in. Short, it's coffee cup. You know where James Tripp stands. He stands with you. You don't want to pay taxes. So if James Tripp is elected, don't pay any taxes. Of course, if you do that, you may be arrested. But I don't want to talk about that right now. My opponent was opposed to the minimum wage. My opponent was opposed to health care reform. My opponent was opposed to picking up the airport. I wouldn't vote for me, but that's no reason why you should. James Tripp is not for sale. That's why I say get government out of the regulation of the tobacco industry. Get government out of the business of health care reform. Get government out of the business of the insurance industry. And get government out of the business of taxing corporations. A lot of people say, how long will you be in this race? Well, we'll be in this race until hell freezes over. Then we'll go someplace where it's warmer. James Tripp can't make you save America. But you can't save America unless you vote for James Tripp. Let us look to the future without disregarding the past. Let us look north and then south. Let us look to the east and slightly to the left, which I guess is southeast. Let us take 2 steps forward and a half a step to the side. Let us keep going in that direction for a while and then veer left when we come to a mailbox that has the name Miller